And we're live. Oh, yeah. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another Webflow workshop. I'm your host, Nelson. Now, this isn't just another Webflow workshop. This is episode 100. Thank you guys so much. Without you, the Webflow community, we wouldn't have made it to episode 100. So thank you for your enthusiasm. Thank you for joining me every week. And also being a part of the forum at forum.webflow.com. Huge community there. Love you guys so much. If you want to go back and Google Webflow Workshop Episode 1, you'll see that Webflow has changed so much. That first episode was recorded in March 5th, 2015, and man, that was pre-CMS. This was when Webflow was just a static website builder, and man, we've come a long way. We already have a lot of people in the live chat room, and just to let you know, if you've seen my tweets, I'll be giving out IX2 invites, Interactions 2.0 beta invites to people in the live chat room. So I'll tell you how to do that in the middle of this stream, so you gotta wait for it. And also I got another special announcement for the Friday community stream. But what are we doing this week? We're going to be doing some more Interactions 2.0 stuff. And what I'll be doing is creating a 3D cube on page scroll. So it's like a parallax effect, and it animates this 3D cube that builds itself. So I'll be rebuilding that live for you guys. But also, I have some two special guests from the community, Aaron Grieve and Ben Parker, and I want them to introduce themselves. So let me go here. So Ben, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Ben, and I use Webflow to build websites for schools across the state of Oklahoma, and then also for clients as a freelance web designer.
Awesome. And you'll be building, Ben will be building some sort of 3D card animation and maybe some other timed stuff, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, so he's going to show you what he's learned, and hopefully you can learn from his project and put it into your own future Interactions 2.0 project. Also, we have Aaron Grieve on the stream, and he'll be showing us how he built something. So, Aaron, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. My name's Aaron Grieve. I am a freelance web designer, developer, graphic designer, all of the above, and a Webflow power nerd. So...
Aren't we all?
It's as simple as that. So, yeah.
Power nerd. I like to call us web flowers.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We
so
grow.
More
gentle. Flowers. I don't know. I like flowers.
It's kind of flowers.
Yes,
I vote flowers.
Yes. And so Aaron is also going to show us how to do some parallax scrolling stuff as well. And it's a nice jumping off point because I've seen a bunch of other websites do that type of interaction. But here's how we're going to do this stream. So for this stream, we're going to have Aaron show you how to build a parallax scroll effect with Interactions 2. And then he'll take some Q&A if you have any questions about that project. And then we'll have Ben show off his work, do some Q&A. And then I will do the 3D cube stuff. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. Without further ado, Aaron, do you want to share your screen and show us what you're going to teach the stream?
Yeah.
Let's go here.
Yes. And this is the part where I have to share my screen, which I don't know how to do. Is that going?
Up. Hold on. Nope. There we go.
Yeah, we good?
Yep, we're good. The floor is yours. So what are What are we building today?
No pressure, right?
Don't worry about it.
So I'm going to be building this thing. I wanted to do something with a skateboard. I was trying to think of loads of different things, and they were all getting really complicated. Like I wanted to do one that like span, and it would be like 3D, but that was just mental. So yeah, I came up with this thing. So basically, it's just a skateboard that pretty much just builds itself as you scroll.
Oh,
So
nice. Nice.
the trucks come in.
Wait a minute. Is everything on there CSS or is there images?
Yeah, so no, these are images. They're PNGs.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. No, not that crazy. So yeah, I'll show you the images and how they're made up because when you've got all these individual elements, it was kind of challenging to know where they were going to sit. So I had to think about the images and how I used those. I'll show you the build. So this is the images I used, and they're all on this canvas, but they're all separate entities, so I can like turn them on and off. So basically, what I did was I exported the deck all on its own, and then I would do the truck all on its own, and then I would do the bolt on its own, the left bolt, so that you end up with in the build just the images all on their own.
Yeah.
So you've got left wheel, right wheel, and everything. So let me. What I'll do is if I delete, and we'll start anew.
All right.
Cool. Right. So yeah, we've got our images. So I needed got to start with a section. Just call it main wrapper, and that's going to have. It's actually going to have a fixed height of like 2,500 pixels because we need to scroll, but the actual elements themselves are in fixed position.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that. I need an overflow of hidden. Cool. Yeah, I need to set the position to relative because all the items are going to be sitting within this. So we're going to have the deck. I'll just call that deck. We'll set that to a position of absolute because I want it to sit at the bottom. Oh, do you know what? No, I need that to be. I need that to be 100 VH. Let me think. Oh, see, I should have thought this through, shouldn't I? Definitely. Oh, where am I? Cool. Oh. Hello. Where am I?
You're here.
There we are. Okay, cool. So, what am I doing? Right. So this needs to be. This does need to be. Sorry, I am losing my mind.
There you go.
Pixels needs to be 2,500 pixels. This isn't set to absolute. This is set to fixed. So at the bottom of the screen, so that I can still scroll and it's in position. And we're going to just add the others as well. So then next it will just be the truck. So that sits there. We'll call it the truck. And because they're all the same size, they're all actually going to be in exactly the perfect position.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Yeah. I get it.
Which is why they're all, all the images are exactly the same size. So then we'll have
the same canvas size.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it easier.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about.
But how does that affect the file size of the images?
Yeah, I mean, like the wheel itself is actually pretty small. It's only like 78 kilobytes.
Oh, okay.
I think the largest thing on here is probably the deck at 168. I think. The trucks is 270 kilobytes. So it's still not out of this world.
Too bad, yeah.
Yeah. And then so we'll do the left wheel. And that's fixed in exactly the same position. Right now we're okay. In a minute I'm going to probably have to mess with some Z indexes so we know where everything's in the right place. Because when I add the bolts, they're probably not going to be in the right place. So we'll do right. Oh. Position of fixed. Bottom. Yeah, so we'll change the Z index on that to... I would probably... So how many layers? We've got the deck, the truck. So if we go 3... And then if I go back and choose the right wheel, set that to 4. Cool. And then we'll take the left wheel, and I think we set that to 4 as well. So when I add the last bolt. Yeah, cool. So that's the left bolt. So that's in a fixed position, exactly the same place again. We'll give that a 3. Right, so that's all of the deck in position. I also did a text wrapper thing in the background. which was anatomy. And now what's with anatomy? Skateboard. Cool, and we'll just call that hero text. Again, that is fixed, but that's like fixed there. I also did a flex on that, so it sat in the middle. And then the sizing, I wanted it to scale with it, so I did like 10B width.
Oops, that's
the color. I am on fire. Right. Yeah, I went like really big on that, and then I set the overflow to hidden. And then I took the background color, and then just darkened it up a little bit. Cool, so let's set that to 20. That's fine. And yeah, and then there's an index of, did I do minus? Let's try minus. Yeah, cool, that works. Obviously I won't be able to select that now. I'll have to do that in the, let's go a little smaller on that. Cool. Right, okay, yeah. So we'll add the interaction. So obviously we've got this scroll, but everything's in a fixed place. Mm-hmm. But that's actually obviously a really good thing because the interactions still work even with fixed elements, even though you're scrolling, which was a really cool surprise. So yeah, we've got this. I'll get rid of that. So it's on current page. So applied to any on the current page when an action occurs. We're going to go with while page is scrolling, which is a continuous action. Right now I've got the deck selected, so we're going to play a scroll animation when that happens. That's the last one I just created, so we'll do that again. So yeah, we're going to add a scroll animation. I'm going to call this call it deck trigger. Oh yeah, and then we're going to add. So I know this is the final resting position of the deck and the wheels, so everything is going to end up here.
Yeah. So
what I'm doing is the initial state where the deck is going to be moved down, let's say 30 pixels. Let's go. We can go 50, and then we'll go move up, and then we'll move that to 0. So that's really simple. I like to use ease in, ease out quart for that. So yeah, there you go. There's that. So that's really simple. I think on the other one as well, I had a scale. So if we add a scale down, I don't want it to be too small. So 0.9. Yeah, and then we need to add another scale at the end so that it knows what to go up to. And then we'll set that. 1. Cool, we'll see how that looks. So yeah, on scroll, that's good. Although, so yeah, we see like because obviously the scroll, the scale is ending before. Is it ending before the move? Is that why that's happening?
I think it's the in-out chord.
Ah, yeah, you're probably right. Let's just go linear.
Oh yeah,
it's really hard actually.
That's a new thing. Just want to tell the chat that you can select everything and change the easing.
Yeah, that's really handy. Yeah, you're absolutely right on the the ease in out quart thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, keep it as linear. So yeah, it's got a nice, really subtle scale, and it moves up into position. So that's its final resting place. So back up to here, and then I would select. Say we'd start with the truck, go back to the trigger. I'm going to add that in. So on this one, I made it move off canvas. So I think I did like 150% down. Oh no, it's probably only 100% down. Yeah, simple. And then I also did a rotate on that of just like, I think it was like maybe 15. Quite simple. And then add in the final destination of where that's going to be. Oh, actually, no, this came in quicker saying that. I need the deck. I need that to get into position, I think. Yeah, I want that to get into position after the deck. So if I move that to, I think that's probably around 80. and then the truck will be around 90. So set the rotate to 0. That's its final place. Now I haven't done a move yet for it, so I need to add that in. And then that's going to be back up to 0. I think I was on percent. Yeah, it was on percent. Right, let's have a look, see how that looks. Perfect.
Live preview is such a time saver because like
Yeah,
having to click on the preview button.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that's working. That's working cool.
Nice.
A little rotation on it, so that's cool. And then we'll just go through the rest really. So let's go to the right wheel, and we'll go back to the scroll, and it's all within the same trigger. So the wheels, I can't remember which wheel I'm on now. Let's see. Is it the right wheel? Yeah, it's the right wheel. So I just moved that again 100%. to the right, and then I also added a rotation on that. Let's go with 15 again. Cool. And then we'll add new rotation. We'll do that now. So the truck, it needs to come in after the truck. So if we go 95, see how that works. And then we'll set that to 0. And then also need to do a move, and we'll set that to 0. That's percent. Let's have a look, see how that works.
Nice.
Just in the nick of time. Cool. So yeah, that's fine. And so we're gonna do the rest. So let's do the left wheel. Go there, same trigger. Again. Oh no, don't shrink it. Okay, we're gonna move that one. Is gonna go left. Okay, that's cool. And then we're going to move that back, and I'll have that move in. I think I'll have that move in. I had it move in after on the last one, so I'll do 100. And that moved to 0, and that's percent. So let's just see. I haven't added the rotate to that yet, but so they came in at slightly different speeds.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, very, very subtle. And then rotate. 15. Another rotate. I think once I got my head around this whole timeline type thing, it all just starts to make sense.
Yeah.
Because going from IX1 to this, I was just...
A lot of times with IX1, you have to think about it in your head. You have to imagine the timings in your head. Plus with the delay and everything, the delay timer. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was always doing that, yeah. But I got into that flow, and it just seemed to make sense to me. I'm going to go minus 15 on that, because I wanted it to come in at a different angle. Yeah, so they come in like... Yeah, cool. Nice. So let's go grab the bolt. Same again, same trigger. We're going to go move, and then we'll move that to the left. 100%. Simple. And then we'll do move again. Now I want that has to come in after the wheel, so we'll have that right at the end. So I might have those come in. So that's at 95. I might have that come in at like 98. No, that's not 98. 98. Just so that comes in a few seconds after. Well, a few percent after. Oh no, it needs to be percent. There we go. Let's see how that plays. So I scroll, so it comes in. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I'd like a bigger gap on that, but yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah.
And the right bolt. Same again. So yeah, this is, there's a big pattern happening here.
Yeah. But it just shows how simple this type of parallax scroll building could be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because whenever you've looked at sites in the past and you've gone, oh my goodness, how have they done that? And now
you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's easy.
Oh, it's so simple. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that too.
I think
A couple of years ago, I'd be intimidated by sites that would do this. I'm like, I don't really want to try to find a
yeah,
plugin or
yeah,
something.
yeah, definitely. And I think I think yeah, like you say, being really intimidated and being like, how is this even happening? But
Yeah.
like I think the longest part of this process was actually making the images in Photoshop.
Oh wow.
That
That's
actually took longer to separate out the elements
separating
versus
the elements is it takes longer than actually quote
yeah,
unquote
I mean,
coding this.
yeah,
Man,
so yeah, it's simple.
amazing, amazing work. And what
Yeah,
is it? Just like 10 minutes or 11 minutes of work right there.
yeah, definitely. And also I did, I think on the last one as well, I did a really subtle ease on the text in the background. So we'll do that while we're here. So that was just using the scale. So it started at standard scale, and then it ended, I think it was like 1.5, something like that. So 100%, and then I'm like, whoa.
Ooh, oh, it's you need
That's
to. There
perfect.
you go.
That is perfect. It was way more subtle than that. So
Yeah. Awesome. So,
yeah, there you go.
people in the chat room, if you have any questions about this project, go ahead and post it in the live chat right now. Or if you have any questions for Aaron, go ahead and post it. But yeah, while we're waiting for that, Aaron, great job. Can you showcase showcase this and make it clonable for people?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
Nice. Thank you so
Nice.
much. And go ahead and post
No worries.
that. I'll post that link in the forum and also in the
Yep.
YouTube description too. I'll post it. Um, and what else? Yeah. So Aaron,
Yep.
the reason why I wanted you to do this thing is because I think it's so beneficial to learn the basics of this because I've seen
Yeah.
so many sites in the past that did like a product build. Like Sony would have some sort of like explosion of their newest product or like a speaker
Yeah.
or
Right.
something, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you can scroll up and down and the speaker would build itself and then explode
Yeah.
again and you
Yeah.
control that building. And this is exactly what you're doing in a very
Yeah.
simple way.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. That would definitely work. Yeah. You just have the layers. Making PNG. You could even put like 3D rotate on them and everything. It'd be amazing.
Yeah. So
Just have it build and space out. As you scroll down. Yeah, it would look amazing. And
amazing.
it takes no time at all. I don't even know how long I was doing that, but
11
minutes.
minutes.
11 minutes. There you go.
It wasn't that long.
No, it really wasn't.
Go ahead and stop sharing your screen. Let's go ahead and get some questions. Yeah, so Blaze already has a question for you. Aaron, would love to hear how you manage your work. How many hours do you work a day being a freelancer?
Okay. How I manage my work. It's much more haphazard than I'd like to think. It is. No, so like I manage my work through. I use a few things really. So sometimes I use Asana, which for adding projects if I'm dealing with clients that also use it. But for the most part, I just manage it through like pen and paper, pretty old school.
Yeah.
If that's what you mean by managing my workload. But as far as hours go, generally 9 till 4 maybe. Yeah, 9 till 4 every day. But you have a lot of freedom as well. So sometimes I don't start till 10 and then I'll sort of finish at 5. But at saying that, sometimes I don't start until the afternoon and then I'm working till 9 or 10 at night. So it's I aim for a normal work day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that rarely actually happens, especially when you go out for meetings and things. But yeah, I aim for a normal work day.
And then you probably have clients in different time zones too. So
Yeah, there's lots of that. Yeah, so generally as freelancing goes, I generally find that I'm kind of working all of the time. Like I'm generally looking at my emails, generally, doing something. Yeah. So yeah,
awesome. Well,
non-stop.
also, can we clone this project without interactions too? I can answer that. Yes, you can still clone the project without interactions too, but you will not see the interaction. unless you have access to the closed beta, which after Ben's presentation, after his project, I will be telling you guys how I'm giving away these invites. Okay, so everyone in the chat room, you will get an invite. Don't worry. And it's very important that you get an invite because I want you to come to the Friday stream, which we'll be doing, I guess a post celebration, but like something for you guys to win, like a contest. Okay, so Aaron, thank you so much. Where can people find more information about you?
My website, Twitter. Yeah, go to my Twitter. I'm always posting on there now, which is really good. So yeah, always posting my latest IX2 stuff. But yeah, my website's just aarongrieve.co.uk. And Twitter is at Aaron Grieve. So yeah.
Can you post those in the live chat room too?
Sorry?
Can you post that information in the chat room? Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, of course I will.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome to stay on the Google Meet or hang up. It's all up to you. Thank you so much, Aaron, for doing that. And now we're gonna go to Ben. Ben, what's up?
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, so I asked you if you did some cool stuff with IX2, and you were super jazzed about the whole beta, and it seems like you did a lot of work in it, right?
Yeah, I haven't got as much time as I wanted, but I wanted to set out to. I've been so excited about timed animations. I think that's just such a cool feature. So I did some work around that. And then I did some with like the mouse over, like 3D transform on a card, which I think is what you wanted me to show off. So that's what I was kind of planning on showing everybody how to do today.
Nice. Okay, cool. So can you share your screen and show us what you'll be teaching us today?
Yeah, for sure. So I just hit share. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. All right, so what I was going to show you guys how to build today, and I'm sorry if I bring football biases into this for some people or whatever, but I was just playing around with something abstract, and I thought it would be cool to build kind of a player card in this. And so what I'm going to show you how to do is build this card and then animate it so that it moves on mouse over. You see it's kind of 3D effect there where it rotates and follows the mouse. And it's 3 separate layers there. So the background's a layer, the player is a layer, and then there's the top frame for the card. So
nice. Here, the frame rate's kind of slow, so let me pull it up on my own. IX2-sandbox. IX2-sandbox. There you go. So let me just show the stream real quick.
Okay.
So this is the card he's talking about. So that's smooth 3D animation where you have multiple layers at different times based on mouse movement. All right. Going back to your screen now.
Okay. Perfect.
Cool.
So I have a blank slate to start from and my images. So let's take off and start building.
Yeah.
So I just start with a section here. So drop a section in, and I'm just going to name it card section. And then give it some padding on the top and bottom so we have some room to work with here. We'll do about 75 pixels. And then I'm just going to go in, old habits die hard. I'm going to throw in a container, even though I guess I really don't need it. But it's just kind of how I work. So, and then we get to building. So I'm going to throw in a div block here. And I'm just going to call this, this is what our... That's what's going to hold the card. So I'm just going to call this div a card wrapper. That's what I'm going to call it, and go ahead and create it. And then so I want to be able to center it, and I've got specific sizes. So I'm going to come down here and give it a, and these are all widths and heights I worked out beforehand and when I was creating this in Photoshop. So I'm going to give it a width of 380, and then I'm going to give it a height of 540. This is all off measurements of baseball cards. I got pretty nerdy, and maybe it's too much. I don't know. I tried to make it perfect, trying to realistic. So, and then I went ahead and set it to auto, so it would center there, which is pretty. Put it right there in the middle. So now that I got the card wrapper, I can start building. So the wrapper, I'm going to make it relative because I'm going to absolutely position some things inside of it. So I want to make sure and set that as relative. And then I'm going to start adding divs. So here's what I learned the hard way using Interactions 2.0. And I don't know if Aaron or you, Nelson, felt this way, but I felt like when I started, a lot of times I use very similar naming conventions for the stuff I'm working on. Mm-hmm. And I found when I started putting it in the timeline, I had a hard time differentiating between what was what. Like,
oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, and so tip for people who are about to try it, like, use very unique names if you can. It might make it easier for you. So I'm going to throw a div block in here, and I'm just going to call this my background image. And then I'm going to go ahead and set this as absolute. And then I'm going to make sure it just covers my entire wrapper there. And then I'm going to come and set a background image. Now, you could just throw the image into this as well. I'm using background images here so I can have some control, extra control. So I'm going to set a background image, and I'm going to choose it. I'll come over here and pick my image. And so now I have the background image. So I'm actually going to set the interaction on the section, so instead of just the card. So I'm going to come over here to interactions, and I'm going to select a new element. Now, the reason I'm doing it a piece at a time is because they're absolute and they're stacked on top of each other. It's much easier to animate these like a piece at a time than doing everything at the end at once, because then you have to hide layers and divs and stuff to go back and grab pieces. So up here on the card section, I'm just going to add an interaction. And it's just going to be move over mouse element. So it's a continuous interaction, control animations while the mouse moves over the current element. So I'm going to choose that one, and then I get to select an action, and I'm just going to choose play a mouse animation. And so now we get to building. So I'm going to create a new animation here. I'm just going to call this, card animation. And then I'm going to grab my background image, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some transforms on this. So I'm going to say move, and then it puts it both places here. So I'm going to go ahead and say on my movement, since it's the background image, I'm going to make it move the least amount. So I'm going to give it like a -2, and then I'm going to give this 2, and then I'm going to come back here on my Y actions, and I'm also going to add a movement. And I'm going to do the same sort of thing here, -2, and then a 2. And so once I click out of this, I lose all my little cautions there. And if I click the live preview, as I move around here in the section, you can see my card just moves. So it's got some nice movement on it now. So I'm going to turn my preview off, and I'm also going to not only going to move it, I'm going to rotate it a little bit. So on my X actions, I'm going to come back over here, and I'm just going to add a rotate as well. So in rotate, I'm going to rotate it just a little bit more. And so I'm going to say -4 here, and then I'm going to go ahead and add another transform. And I'm going to go ahead and set this to 4. And so I've got the X set, and then I'm going to come back over here and make sure my background image is selected and add a rotate for Y. And so I'm going to do a -4, and then come back over here and do a rotate again, add it to the 100% section here, and I'm going to go ahead and make this a 4 here. So now if I preview, it's hard to tell because it's not moving a lot, but I'm going to get a rotate, and I'm going to get a movement with it. So that's my background piece. So I'm going to hop back out of here, and then jump back up to my card wrapper section, and I'm going to throw in another div block. So I'm going to call this player image. And then I'm going to go ahead and make it absolute as well, and make it cover the entire wrapper there. And then I'm going to come back through, and I'm going to throw on background image for it. And I'm going to choose this image right here. Now, I did this in Photoshop, cut everything out, and if you look really close, I probably was in a rush to try out interactions, so I didn't do it as quick or as well as I should have. But so you can pick apart my work later if you want.
It's all right. It's all good.
So I was just so excited to jump into interactions. I know I left a bunch of stuff around it, so please feel free to tell me, or if there's Photoshop masters out there who can speak, I'm impressed by you. So I've got my player image here, and then I'm going to just kind of adjust it a little bit. I found he's got to kind of be pushed this way some. So, and then now I'm going to go ahead and animate my player image. So I'm going to head back over to interactions, and I'm going to select my card section because that's where my interaction is at, and then jump back into my mouse movement over element, and then hop back into the card animation. And then 0-100%, I'm just going to kind of walk through the same thing, except the further out I get, the more I'm going to increase my movement, so we can kind of tell a difference between the different layers. So as I select my player image, I'm going to come here, and I'm just going to add a move to him as well. And so I'm for value here, I'm going to start with a -5. And then I'm going to go ahead and move it again. And I'm going to make it 5 here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the Y. Bless you, whoever sneezed. And I'm going to add movement here as well. So I'm going to say, a -5 again. And then I'm going to move it one more time on the 100%. Make that 5. So I've got movement on this one as well. So now if I do the live preview, he moves with the mouse. Just a little bit, and you can see there's probably a little gap right there where at the bottom where he's moving a greater distance than my background. So I'm going to turn the preview off, and now I'm going to add a rotate to the player image as well. So if I come back over here on my mouse actions or my X actions, I'm going to throw in a rotate. And then I'm going to rotate this 8 degrees. So I'm going to stay at -8. And then rotate it again. Back here at 100%. And move it to 8. And then I'll do the same thing down over here. I'm going to grab my player image, and I'm going to throw a rotate on it as well. And so I'm going to say -8. And add it again, a rotate. And then I'm going to make this one 8. Perfect. And then if I hit the preview, we'll see I start to get like a little bit of that rotate movement back and forth, which I love this. I think this is so cool. This is so cool that you can do this stuff without coding at all. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. All right, so now I've got to add a final layer. So I'm just going to jump back up into the card wrapper, and I'm going to add another div. So throw this div in here, and I'm just going to call this, go grab that again. I'm going to call this my card frame. Actually, I'm just going to call it frame. This is why I get confused. I'm going to go ahead and just call it frame, and then same thing, I'm going to make it absolute. I'm going to set it to cover the entire wrapper there, and then I'm going to add an image, background image, and I'll choose my frame. So I'm going to choose it to just cover. I'm not going to repeat it here. And so now I have all 3 layers, and now I can go back up and select my card section. So like when you start playing with Interactions 2.0, like you want to animate the frame, so you'll select frame and go to the Interactions tab, and there's nothing there, and it's because you always have to make sure that first you select what the animation is on so it shows up. And then once I get into it, then I can jump in here and grab what it is I want to animate and throw it in. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in my card. I'm going to do the same thing with it. Movements, again, starting there. And this one's going to be much more pronounced, so I'm going to jump up to 10. And you can get crazy and really play with the values. It's fun. Like sometimes you jump up the values a lot and you're shocked by what it does, but it's super fun to get in and play around. So I'm going to change that to 10 and then come down to the bottom here, and I'm going to put movements in as well. So I'm sure you guys have caught on by now exactly how this works, hopefully. Yeah. But I'm going to change this to 10 and then add in a movement again. Come here and make it 10. And so now I'm going to have movement with the frame. It's just movement, but it's not 3D. But still, it's pretty cool to see the layers like move independently. I get a kick out of it, like a kid in a candy store. So I'm going to come back over here, and I do. I just get so excited I see it, and I could just honestly, I lost 20 minutes the other day just watching one of these animations I was working on. I looked up and I was like, oh, I should focus. So, so I'm going to rotate here, and on the rotate for the player frame, I'm actually going to jump it up quite a bit. So I'm going to make it -15, and then I'm going to add another rotate and move it back down to 100%. And then 15, and then jump back down to the Y actions, so the X and Y. So back here in the Y actions, I'm going to go ahead and build this again and rotate. And I'm going to do -15. And then I'm going to jump in one more time, rotate, and do 15. So now when I preview it, I preview the animation. There we go. I get the rotation that comes with it. And you can see like my background is kind of sticking out a little bit. So I think what I did was I came in and selected my background frame here, my background image. And I just added some margins to it to try to make it stay away from the edges so you wouldn't see it overhanging there. And then when you preview, you get that fun little rotation back and forth. And so you see the different layers moving independently. And I know this is probably not a typical use of this with a football card, but it's Aaron actually did a really cool like card animation he posted to Twitter. I think it was yesterday. That's pretty cool. So if you want to see kind of application in that way, you can go check that out. So anyway, that's that's one of the things I've been working on.
Nice. Can you publish it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to publish it here, and then
put the link in the chat room.
Yeah, for sure. So see here, and then I'll just post that in. Oh, it told me I couldn't. I have to remove the address and try again.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, here, let me type it. It's simple.
Okay.
3D football card.webflow.io. There we go. Yeah, and so please make that clonable.
Yeah, for sure.
And so everyone can learn from this. But man, so like again, this is a great simple jumping off point to do even more cooler card stuff. I know that our lead designer Ryan, he did the Apple TV thing. Like and I asked Waldo, like, how did he do that? Oh my god, that's amazing. And he's like, it's simple. You just add another layer, which is a radial gradient.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, it makes so much sense. And you just make that radial gradient follow the mouse. I mean, it's you think these interactions you see everywhere are crazy hard to do, but now with IX2, it just makes everything look so simple, right?
No, it's true. It makes, like, you design things like this, and, you know, I've been working on, like, a piece like this to show a client some stuff since I know it's going to come out of beta at some point pretty soon, and I'm going to be able to kind of roll this out to, like, a production site. Mm-hmm. And so as we start game planning for what they want to do, I've been showing these off and just, like, it's like I'm a wizard. They're like, how do you do it? You know, and it's so terrific. It makes your sites just so next level. It's terrific.
Nice. If you have any questions for Ben, please post it in the live chat room right now. Michael, sorry, I have to deny that. Sorry, Michael. But, let me...
I've got you.
So, go ahead, Ben. Turn off your screen share.
Okay. Yep.
And, yeah. So, while we're waiting for questions for Ben, if you have any questions about that project or any questions for Ben directly, go ahead and post it in the live chat room while we're waiting for those questions. Ben, can you tell us more information about where we can find your work?
Yeah, so I am currently redoing my portfolio, but I'm on Dribble, I'm on Twitter, and happy to I show off a lot of stuff that I do there. My handle, it's weird, it's not my name, and it's probably confusing. I should probably switch it, but it's Riley Richter, RILEY RICHTER. Some East Coast surf terms.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
I've always wondered that, but I was like, maybe it's some sort of handle or something. Please explain your handle and why it's completely different from your real name.
Yeah, it's super nerdy. So when I was in high school, college, maybe I can't remember which one it was. I was touring with a music group around Southeast America, southeast portion of the country, playing music, having fun. And we had a day off in Jacksonville, and I'm just this guy who's pretty new to the world, really young, from landlocked Oklahoma, and I met these surfers in Jacksonville, Florida, and the two words they used over and over and over again was Riley instead of gnarly, and Richter as in don't go Richter on me when they talked about someone being angry. And I thought those were two of the funniest things I'd ever heard, and I made it my email address, and then everything I signed up for when I was young was that, and then now I don't have the energy to change it all, so I just roll with it.
So how many people think that's your real name?
A lot of people. I get messages from people like, "Hey, Riley, love to work with you." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." I just roll with it.
Oh, what we do when we were young.
Yes, youngins.
And then it sticks with you for the rest of your life, or
Yes.
until you get the energy to change everything.
It's so much energy, and I know my name's going to be taken at this point, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stick with it.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a good story, icebreaker or whatnot.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, thanks.
And so thank you so much. I don't think there's any questions, but go ahead and put your handle, your Twitter handle, Dribble, and anything else into the live chat room.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much, both to Aaron and Ben, for being a part of the stream and showing us some awesome IX2 stuff. Now,
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
not a problem. I love you guys because you're helping the community learn. I see you guys answering questions and making some beautiful stuff. So keep at it. I can't wait to see what you guys do when IX2 is actually out of beta and ready to use on production. So, yeah, excited. Cool. Anything else, guys, you want to say before you guys hop off? Nope. That's it?
Not really. Just keep building close to everybody and keep killing it, Nelson. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No problem. All right, see ya.
See you later.
There it goes. Closing that. Okay, so that's a little bit of IX2 from Ben and Aaron. Now, a lot of people in the live chat room are like, I need an invite. Well, here you go. This is what I want you to do for your invite. Copy and paste what I just posted in the live chat room right now. Tweet that out. Let's get more people into this live chat room. And the first 50 or so people that tweet that out, I'm going to DM you after the stream and get your Webflow email address and enable it for your account. Now, the reason why I want you to have an IX2 beta access is because this Friday, we've been doing every Friday we've been doing a community stream, so a second stream on Twitch, twitch.com/Webflow app. Let me put the link right here. Twitch.com/web. Is it .com or .tv? Huh. I wonder if they bought .com yet. They probably did. Webflow app. Okay, so follow us there every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I do a 1 hour or so stream with the community, and this week I want you guys who have IX2 beta access to build something really, really cool. And what I mean is, let me get this information in. So I will be giving away 6 months I'll be taking your Webflow account and adding a 6-month. I'll pay for the not pay. I'll give you 6 months free for your Webflow account. Okay, so the next 6 months, if you win, you will get free Webflow for the next 6 months. Okay, so the things I'm looking for is 4 categories. So you can win in 4 categories. So 4 people will win. The most interesting or best menu interaction, page load interaction, parallax page scroll, kind of like what Aaron did, or mouse movement interaction, kind of like what Ben did, or Riley. So start learning right when you get access, and so you'll have 3 days to enter your link, and I'll also have a form out. If you're following me on Twitter, it's at the Pixel Geek. I'll send out a link for the form, so you can send us your read-only link. And Friday, I'll be showing off the entries and as well as announcing the winners. Okay? And also, there's going to be some runner-ups where I'll send you guys some swag boxes so you can get some cool Webflow shirts and some stickers. Okay? So, yeah. So tweet that out. The first 50 or so people gets access. Let's go. I want to see what you guys do with it. Again, 6 months of free Webflow for the best menu interaction, page load interaction, parallax scroll, and mouse movement. All right. Let's see here. All right. Boo! This sounds awesome, but too stressful for me. Yep. So let's get to my little creation. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can redo this live. So what did I do? I made a moving cube based on scroll. Yeah. Now it may look kind of complicated, but it's actually not. All right. So it's taking a bit of what Aaron has done at the beginning of the stream, and taking a bit of what Ben has created in the beginning, in the middle of the stream. Okay. Oh, someone in Facebook is asking, how do I get into beta? Yeah, here, let me post it into Facebook. I'm not sure if this will work, but let me see here. Let me go here real quick. Oh, there's been people talking in Facebook. Okay. Hopefully you guys see that message. Okay. Just, post a link on Twitter about this stream and say that, you need access to IX2. But yeah. So I want to show you guys how to build this cube. Okay. And it's not actually that hard. 3D interactions dot 3D interactions Webflow. Hold on real quick. Here we go. So a long time ago, we built this. Okay? And at the very bottom of this was this cube. And this was back in Interactions 1. And it's not that hard to do. There's a 3-minute tutorial, and if you just follow it, you can learn how to make a 3D cube. Now, with the knowledge you gain from this page, here, let me post this on the chat room. 3d-transforms.webflow.com. If you, the skills that you learn from here, you can apply it to IX2 and make it a parallax scrolling effect rather than a scroll interaction where you scroll into view and then something happens. That's what's happening here. Okay? All right. Let's try to do it. I'm just gonna make a new page, cube demo, and let me see if I can do this live on stream. So first thing I did was, just like Aaron, I took a div block and I just made this div block called it scroll, but I'm gonna make this scrollable. I don't want to use the same class name. And then the height, I'm going to make it ridiculous, like 5,000. Okay? So this makes sure that I can Scroll up and down on the page. And now, actually, let's add a background to the scrollable so we know where we are on the page. Let's add a gradient. Let's close this real quick. Let's get the blue. We'll start off light at the top and then dark at the bottom, something like this. Okay. And let's do it diagonal. So that way when we scroll down, we get that it gets darker and darker. Okay? Alright. So that's cool. Now let's put in another div block. And this one is going to be fixed. So just like what Aaron was doing, you know? I don't want this cube to move off the canvas while we scroll, so we're going to set this to fixed. So we're going to fix this one, and this one's actually... let's see here. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to set this one to full. So does this... Actually right there. Top left. So I can have the width 100% and the height 100 VH. The overflow hidden. Oops, I don't want that to be div block. I want to be fixed element. All right. Let me scroll down. And what's the next thing? Oh yeah, I wanted to set this to flex because the children, I want them to be centered vertically and horizontally. And then, hold on, think in my head. Is this the last? Yeah. The last thing is this, children perspective. This is what makes the 3D things happen. Okay, so I'm going to set this to 1000 pixels. And now, let's do some cool stuff. Let's make a cube. So inside this fixed element, I want to put a div block. And this one, we're going to call it cube outer. Okay, so this is what's going to hold all the sides of the cube. Okay, and let's make this simple. Let's make this 150 by 150. All right, a perfect cube. And yeah. So inside of the cube outer, we have the cube sides. So I'm going to call this cube side. Okay, and oh, sorry, one more thing. On the cube outer, it has to be position relative because each side will have position absolute set to full. And let's give it a background of white and a border of 1 so we can see each border. Actually, let's do something like that. Yeah? So what does it look like right now? All right, pretty good. So cube side. So that's one of the sides. Now, how many sides does a cube have? 6. So copy paste 5 times or 6 times. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have 6 sides. Okay, cool. So now we need to make them all 3D-ish. All right, so this is the part where I got confused when I was first learning. I was wondering, like, why these, why this X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. So you got to get your mind wrapped around 3D, and we have a good university tutorial about 3D. But it's just, you know, with practice, it helps. And it'll start clicking after a while. So let's see here. The cube outer. So this is the thing that holds the whole cube. And now let's go ahead and mess around with the transforms. And let's go ahead and rotate it. So if I rotate it on the Z, on the X, now you can see it looks kind of 3D, right? So we'll leave it like that so we can see what we're working with. All right, now I'm just going to try to go by memory. And this cube side, we're going to give it a class of 1. Actually, let me delete that. I think I already used that. Let me go side 1. All right, let's see if I can do this. Transforms, and I think it's a move. Yeah, okay, so if I go negative, so 150 divided by 2 is 75, so that's simple. All right, so that's side 1. Let's go to side 2. And go transforms, and this one will push it forward on the Z by 75. Okay. And let's get side 3. And let's rotate it. I think this one's a rotate. Nope, not Z. Is it the X? Okay, we can do the back right here. So the X, we'll do it by 90 degrees. And I think we push it back. Nope. Oh yeah, we gotta move. Okay, sorry. There we go. So we rotate by 90, and then we add another one for the move. And the Z, I can move it back and forth. So this one, simple, 75. Go here, side 4, I think. Side 4. Transform. Let's go ahead and rotate it. I think the X, yeah. Do by 90 again. And then this one, we're gonna move it. There you go. Negative 75. So cubes are simple because it's, as long as you're using like simple numbers like 150, it's simple math. Okay, right here we got sides 5. Let's go ahead and go down transforms. Let's rotate that. Nope, not Z. Probably Y. Yep. I can't really see what I'm doing, so let me turn the actual outer cube so I can see what I'm doing with this new side. So let me go back here. There we go. Cool. Alright, so I said rotate 90, and I think I need to move. Yep, close up this side of the box by 75. Click. This is so fun. Alright, let's go ahead and move the cube outer on the... Turn it around so we can see the other side. Which side am I missing? There we go. I'm missing that side. Alright, so the last side right here. Side 6. Rotate on Y. Okay, cool. Rotate Y on 90. And also move it down to negative 75. Hey, look at that. We have a cube. And this is just with the basic stuff that Webflow provides. So if you think about it, as I'm rotating this, we can make interactions rotate this, right? So let me start it somewhere. Let's see what looks super 3D. Like, I think that looks 3D enough. Yeah, cool. Next, let's make some interactions happen. Let's do it. All right. Cube outer. There we go. Cube outer. Let me make sure that this doesn't scroll down. Cool. So cube outer. Current page. So while page is scrolling, select action. Play scroll animation. I'm going to call this cubed. Okay. And I'm going to add a rotate for the cube outer. And on 0, it's going to start out like this. Maybe something like this. So you can play around with your numbers however you want. Something like that. And then on this rotate, when it's at 100%, we just do something like this. Something like that. Live preview. There you go. Pretty cool. Now, we're going to do the thing like Aaron did where we make things build, right? So this is the part I was kind of having trouble with, but let's see if I can do it live, okay? So this cube side right here, the first side, I'm going to add a move. And this move, let's see if I can move it away. Let's move it away like this. And then add another move. And I think this move should be 0. Oh no, it should be 75. Something like that. And so... click. Oh wait, it's going too far. No! So it's supposed to be 0. That's weird. Huh. Negative 75? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, and just rinse and repeat for all 6 sides. I mean, you can even do some crazy stuff that, like making the cube side rotate as well. Alright, let's get in the other side. Go back on the page scrolling. Let's make it move. And we're going to make this like 200 on the Z. What did I do the other one? 361? I'll do 300. Let's do 300 for everything. Cool. So that one's 300. And then add another move into the 100%. And this should be 75. Yep. And let's preview. That easy. All right. Keep it going. One more. Okay, so we're on another side. And I'm going to do another move. Play around with the Z. Wait. Okay. Is that supposed to happen? Huh. Let's see here. 150. Move. Z75? Huh. Let's see. Interesting. I don't know if it's supposed to be that side. I think we're missing a side. I think it needs a rotate as well. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of interesting. Let's see here. Let me put this at 300. Add a rotate to this one. Let's see here. Is it rotate Y? I don't know. I'm going to experiment. It does look cool though. Ah, okay. I think I may need more time to fix that. Is this supposed to go like that? Maybe it's supposed to go like this. The 90. And then the move is supposed to go negative 75. I'm guessing here. I'm ruining my cube, no. But I guess you get the gist of it. Ah, man. So one of my sides is like this side right here is missing. So I'm gonna have to fix that. All right. Let's just mess around with more sides. All right. Hey, come back. Come back. There it goes. Move. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'll move it to the side, 300. And of course, I'll be sharing this project after the stream, letting you guys duplicate it. And yeah. Cool. Move. Let's see what happens if I put this to 0. Nope. 75. And let's rotate it. This should rotate. Nope. Like that. So that should be 75. What? Oh, 90. Huh. And then let me add another rotate where it's... I think that's what I have to do. I start from the end and then go back to the beginning. Let me see if that one works. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, yeah. So you start at the end to see. Okay. So this cube side is probably not that. And it's probably, yeah, probably moves negative 75 right here. And the rotate of it has to be, nope, not X. Yeah, Y. So negative 90 degrees. Nope. Yeah, something like that. But that's taking over that side too. Ah! And it's hard to see because everything's all 3D. Alright. So it's not perfect, but I need to rotate the outer cube in a different way so I can see. Yeah, see? This one right here. There we go. So this one right here should rotate. Nope. I need to flatten out. Huh. 90, 90. Huh. Your back block is not set. Yep, I'm trying to figure that out. Is this supposed to be 0? And if that's 0, this flattens it. Why aren't you moving the ways I want you to? Now I'm just, oh, there we go. Okay, let me delete that. Let me delete that. Okay. Oh, it's flattening. There we go. So that one is 0. Okay. And this should be 75. Nope. It's supposed to move forwards. Oh, what? Okay. And then the move is supposed to be coming at me. Oh, 3D. You're tough. Oh, okay. There we go. Ah! Yay! Okay. So I think I got it. So if I delete this or I break it, yes I do. Okay, so 0, 90, and then this rotate should be 0. So that removes the caution sign. So 0, 75. This one has... So let's see. Whoa, it looks all weird now. Boom. So yes, things like this is possible. Whew. All right. So yeah, that's a little bit of 3D with interactions too. And again, I'll let you guys mess around with this, put this in your own project. And again, if you don't have access to IX2, I will be giving it to you at the end of this stream. For the first couple of people who tweeted that message out. But yeah, so this is the part of the stream where if you have any questions about Webflow, web design, or if you're working on something in Webflow right now and you want to get a quick critique of it, please post the webflow.io link in the chat room right now, and we'll look at what you're doing. Hopefully you guys like the 3 demos that Aaron, Ben, and I did for you guys. And I will have all the links in the forum post and the YouTube description so you can go ahead and clone the projects and do what you want with them. And again, as a reminder, this Friday during the community stream at 10 a.m., I will be showing off what you guys have built in IX2 and awarding 4 people 6 months of free Webflow. All right, and the categories for that is going to be best menu interaction, page load interaction, parallax page scroll, and mouse movement interaction. Okay? So send me a tweet if you want that IX2 invite so you can start learning right away and enter your creation. And Webflow IX2, really, if you just play with it for like say 30 minutes or something, you'll get it. It's really not that difficult because more things are on the screen rather than you having to think in your head with IX1. Thinking in your head, how is this going to lay out? No, in IX2, as you saw, you just play around and keep going until you get what you want. Let's see here. All right. Any questions or any site links? All right. Let me look at tweets. Oh, thank you guys so much for the tweets about IX2. Yeah. All right. Yes, so much easier. Nelson can't post link. Link to. Just put in parentheses the word dot, or just the subdomain of the webflow.io link. Ali on Facebook is asking best way to get in beta. Just tweet me or at Webflow app. At Webflow app is the Twitter handle, or to me at the Pixel Geek. Use the hashtag WebflowIX2. Okay? And I'll send you a direct message, get your email address, your Webflow email address, and I will go ahead and add you to the beta. Jamie, can I clone a project with Interactions 2 to a project with Interaction 1? Yes, you can use Interaction 1. So if you look here, let me go on my screen. So if you look here, Legacy Interactions, you click that, you can still access anything with the IX1 stuff. So you can still do IX1 stuff and IX2. Okay? Okay, this is my first attempt. Let's see here. Farzal. Okay, this is my first attempt. Used it for a marriage invitation. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see what you did. Let me go there. There we go. Show my screen. Oh, wow. That's pretty. I like the lines and, wow, that's very pretty. Let's take a look. Is this clickable? Nope. Okay, this tells you to scroll down. Okay. Very nice. Elegant. I wonder, is this his Flexbox? Probably. Wait a minute. This is he's a web designer and she's a graphic designer. That's awesome. Is this a graphic? Yeah, it's probably a graphic. That's cool. I like that. Very nice. Great job. I like how clean it is with the lines. Oh, great job. I have nothing to say about this. This is perfect. I wouldn't do anything with it. I mean, now it makes me wonder, like, what does the program look like? What does the invites look like? Yeah. Great job. Let's see here. Already answered that question. Very simple, no animation. Yeah, you can add animation to this. Like a page load interaction where these two names come in from the sides, and this like is scaled down to like 0.5, and its opacity 0, and then when the page loads, it goes to opacity 100, and the scale goes to 1. So it's kind of like a zoom in effect. I don't know, something like that. Maybe it's too cheesy. Maybe you can do it more subtle. But I don't know. Something would make it nice. And no animations at all. I mean, would be just as good. Alright, TJ's asking, is it possible to make a 2-step animation in Webflow? You can make as many steps as you want, TJ. Yeah. So, what is it? Let me see here. Let me go just pick an element right here. Actually, no. I was playing around yesterday trying to make some sort of Iron Man-y thing. And this is a timed animation with mouse movement. So, here, to answer your question, let me see here. Page load. Okay, here we go. Page load, circular. So yeah, the initial state of this circle is 0, 0, 0 on the rotate. And then for 1 second, go to, from 0 to 1 second, go to 90 degrees, 180. And then I went 180, 180, 360, and then I went 360, 360, 0. So yeah, these are 1, 2, 4 steps. And you press play, and then you get that. And then you can, and then this screen right here, I have an interaction with it. Mouse over, and it just rotates 20 degrees on the Y. Wait, why is this a Y? That should be X. Ah. Oh wait, no, that's right. That's right. Because it's rotate, not move. Okay, and this one's an X, and so when I preview, that's moving, and then this moves at the same time. So yes, you can have as many steps as you want. Okay. Oops, little chats. All right. So great question. Let's go here. Okay. You shouldn't do both IX1 and IX2 on the same elements. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. Bradley, great point. Don't do IX1 and IX2 on the same elements. So be careful when you're doing, when you're on the beta of IX2. Really, don't use IX2 on production sites, on your client sites, because it's in beta. Okay, so if you're in the closed beta, don't use it on production sites. Just use IX2 to start learning and start experimenting with. Okay? Ali's on Facebook asking, can we loop animations forever? As you can see on my screen, yes, it's moving forever. And it's simple. Let me show you real quick. Page load, loop. That little click right there. Loopy loopy. Alright. Just a little hover over card I made for you, Nelson. IX2 stew.webflow. Okay, let's see what you're working on. Stew. Chef Stew. IO/100. Actually, no IX2 on this. Ran out of time. It's okay. Oh, to celebrate 100. Yay! Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I need to show this to the team. Not a problem. I'm glad I can do this stream for you guys for over 100 episodes, because you guys, the community, you guys are what makes Webflow. And just like the tagline, keep making the web beautiful. And thank you, Stu, for doing this. This is really cool. And this is with IX1. So, I don't know if you already have IX2 access, but yeah. Great job. William, House Flip Funder. Alright, William, what are you working on? Let's see here. Here we go. Crowdfunded real estate loans. Okay. Right. So, A lot of things are yelling at me right now. I don't know if these buttons could be like a different color, a different style, like just an outline or something, because this is very bold, very bold. And then it's like, and then these get lost, you know? But again, this is subjective. Maybe this, I mean, base it on your analytics. Maybe I'm wrong. If people are clicking on this, then who am I to judge, okay? But let's keep going on this journey. Scroll down. What is flip slice? Is this all one image? Okay, so would be really cool if interactions were here, where if you split up these this one image into, let's see here, yeah, split up this image into 6. So the house is one. The house is one. Each icon is one, and that background with the bubbles is one, right? And these dotted lines can be done with just simple divs, and you rotate them and has a border of a dotted line. And so that way you can load them in at different times, and it would kind of be more of a cool effect, you know? And then the bubbles like pop in from like scales 0.5 to 1 or something like that. So, and you can have a ease out back for your ease, and so it's like a bubble pop. I think that would be cool. I like your type hierarchy. Nice. Get funded. Cool. Cool. Yeah, see, it's maybe interactions would be too much, but like, I don't know, maybe like no's come in, it's like no, 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 and then yes comes in at the end. Get in touch. Cool. I like it. And now I'm just thinking, everything is vector line art, right? But yet this is a rasterized background image. Maybe the background should be vector too. I don't know, something fun. But then again, real estate loans is very professional. I don't know. But great job. I like it. Let's see here. Okay, next site. Boop. Boop. Hello. Yeah, that'd be great to learn. Okay. Cannot wait for IX2. Currently working on Taste Club, which is super interaction heavy. This is going to save me days. I'm scared to go to your site, Cody, since you're saying it's super interaction heavy. Because last time I went to an interaction heavy site on my stream, my Chrome crashed. And it crashed the stream. So I'll check it out on the forum if you want to post it on the forum, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Lee Husky, wow, I realized I was watching on Facebook Live. Yep, yeah, so if you're on Facebook, you can come to the YouTube channel too, but like, yeah, just go ahead and tweet at me if you want IX2 invite, because again, this Friday, put it on your calendar right now, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, twitch.tv/Webflow app. The community stream happens every Friday. This Friday, I'm going to give away 6 months of Webflow to 4 people who can make the best menu interaction, page load interaction, parallax page scroll, and mouse movement interaction in IX2. All right, I'll have a submission form for you guys to enter in, and I'll post that on my Twitter. And yeah, I'm gonna show off your work and award the people, and also for the runners-up, free swag, Webflow shirts and stickers. Put those stickers on the back of your laptops and on the front and on the screen too. All right, let's see here. All right, people are saying that's amazing. Should I risk it? I don't want to risk crashing the stream. Is that the only place you can loop animations? You can loop animations on timed animations. Yeah, anything that you're doing that's the time animations, yes, you can loop it, Bradley. Not just page load. Okay, cool hover effect. What was the cool hover effect? What did I do? Huh. Let's see here. Okay. You are going to love it. Thanks, Nelson. Happy 100. Yes, thank you for being here. Episode 100. Congrats on 100. Yes. IX2 invite. Tweet at me so I can send you a DM and get your email address. Oh yeah, thanks Andrew for telling people. Yeah, so twitch.tv/webflow app and click the follow button so you'll get a notification when we go live. Jamie, question: what happens if I clone a project with interactions 2 with mouse move interactions to a legacy project? The 2.0 interactions gone? No. If you add interactions 2 to a project, you won't lose your legacy interactions nor your Webflow 2.0 interactions. Okay. Gotcha, Nelson. It's not too heavy on a single page. They're spread out across the entire site for sure. All right. I will try to see your site. But if my stream crashes... And pressing enter now. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, so we're talking. All right, hi there. I'm a creative. Oh, wow, okay. Creatives can get paid. Whoa, this is interesting. Street art, drone pilots, designers. Cute little bounce. Huh. I like it. It's very fun. And see what I mean by the poppings? Like, boop, 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 boop. Like that old school show, pop-up video. Oh, okay. That's nice and subtle. Yeah, the interactions aren't too heavy. Oh, that's so cool. I like it. Wow, you have a lot of subtle, you have tasteful animations where it's a lot of animations, but not too much where it's like a Michael Bay thing, you know? Alright, let's go back. Let's see more. Oh, that's, why is this 3 column? Okay, let's see. For influencers. Ooh. Things are happening. I like that glow. That's cool. Huh. And you're using blur too? Oh my gosh, this is nice. And this is with IX1 or 2? This is very nice. Great job, Cody. Oh man, let us know when you launch this, man. I want to show this to the team. Maybe get this featured. Oh man. Great job. Ah, okay, cool. Something happens there. Let's see here. You did this with IX1. Oh my, those delay timers. Oh, those delay timers must have been killing you. Yeah, IX2 is gonna help you with that. Yeah, great job. All right. Any other links? Any other questions? Let's go here. Right there. Right. Let me just scroll up and make sure I don't miss anything. Anything from Facebook. Ali saying, I need that shirt, got to represent. Yes, Ali, on Facebook. I want to give you this shirt. Come to the Friday stream, and don't forget to build something with IX2, and I want to see some awesome work. Right. Yeah, great job. Great job, Cody. All right. If there's no other links or questions, let's see here. Let's go through our usual closeouts. So thank you guys so much for joining me for episode 100. Can't wait to see you all at episode 101. Can't wait to see you all at episode 200. What's Webflow going to be like on episode 200? Man, a lot has been done, and who knows? Who knows what will happen in episode 200, you know? But thank you guys so much. I will see you this Friday at 10 a.m. twitch.tv/Webflow app for the community stream. All times are at Pacific. If you can't make it Friday, come next week Tuesday for this stream at 10 a.m. Pacific. Webflow.com/workshops. And if you want to follow us on Twitter or Instagram, it's at Webflow app. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at ThePixelGeek. If you want to follow us on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Webflow. If you need any account billing or technical help, go to university.webflow.com/contact, and I and the rest of the support team will help you out as soon as we can. If you have any design or custom code questions, please post that on the forum at forum.webflow.com, and the wonderful global community will help you out. And please, do me a favor, and if you get your question answered, help someone else by answering their question so we can all grow together. All right? I think that's about it. Yeah. So, Friday, IX2, let's do it. Bye, and as always, make the web beautiful. See ya.